Rich.
Thank you, men. Thank you, thank you. Don't let the sweet title of Every Young Woman's Desire mislead you. This is Washington Shakespeare Company's production in its final show at the Clark Street Playhouse in the Crystal City. It's about a repressive regime of Chile's General Augusto Pinochet in the 70s and the 80s. It's an 80-minute show. No intermission gives us a glimpse into the terror-filled lives of Chilean citizens. Artistic director and fine actor Chris Henley plays this bad guy in dark suit, shades and all, scaring the hell out of Carrie Ginsburg in her home while wielding a pistol. Pretty good show. Runs through June 20. For information, call 703-418-4808. Web is washingtonshakespeare.org. The in-series, I don't know, you know this group? I do. They do good stuff. They do good stuff. I wasn't wild about the current show. It's a musical called Swing Time. But, I mean, they sang all the stuff from the 40s. I mean, so, you know, how bad can it be? Some good actors in it. I know Tammy Roberts. She was Miss Maryland of 1992. Maybe you remember her, Craig.
I've
interviewed her a couple of times. So there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff. I just thought it needed a little tightening up, you know. But they're at 202-204-7763, and it's inseries.org. American Century Theater has Treadwell, Bright and Dark. This is about a play written by Alison Curran about well-known Sophie Treadwell. She died back in 1970. She was pushed the limits all over for women's rights, whatever it is, and she wrote a play called Mackinac, which I saw about 6-7 years ago at the TACT. She's a journalist. She was everything in this, but it just somehow didn't grab me. Okay, that's all I could say. But she has a lot to say. Anyway, the number for the American Century Theater is 703-998-4555 at americancentury.org. Now, Signature Theater, you know, they do good stuff. Well, most of the time. But they've got the Sycamore Trees. It takes you from like the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. It's a whole group of singers and all, and acting and whatever it is. But it's a lot of songs, a lot of stuff, but a lot of cliche too. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff we've heard before, you know, about the AIDS thing in the 80s coming up and all that stuff, and other things. I just felt that there wasn't enough there to grab my attention. You know, that's all I could say about it. It runs through June 13. Perhaps younger people, much younger people, will learn something from the songs and the little talk they have and about parental relationships and all that crap. Anyway, the phone number over there is 703-820-9771, and that's signature-theater.org. The National Gallery of Art has two magnificent shows and two wonderful catalogs you might want to purchase. The first one is, I want to start off with the German one. They've got a collection of German drawings outside of Europe, and they're showing, they're encompassing works of the 16th century, 17th century Baroque, the 18th century Rococo, early 19th century Romanticism, late 19th century Realism. You know, you've got a lot of stuff to chew on there. There's about 120 works. And also, there is the American Modernism, the Shine Collection. They have about 20 masterpieces by well-known people like Stuart Davis, Charles Demuth, Arthur Dove, George O'Keeffe. So you can spend like 4 hours in there and really enjoy yourself. The National Gallery of Art is 202-737-4215. Now, in closing, at a recent Taste of Arlington, I met executive chef Richard Page and director of sales and marketing Freddie Sanchez of the Hyatt Arlington. That's in Roslyn. They invited me to check out the Hyatt's restaurant, City House, then that was a pleasant experience, more than I expected. The Hyatt Arlington, located right there on Wilson Boulevard, 1325 Wilson. To a large degree, of course, it caters to hotel people and all of business people working right there in Roslyn for breakfast and lunch. But at night, I think they got creative dinner menus. City House is becoming a destination restaurant. That's all I'm interested in. I'm not going to stay there. Between Chef Peish and food and beverage manager Michael Mwangi, plus the knowledgeable waitstaff, I mean, diners can enjoy the dinner in a relaxed atmosphere. The full menu starts with appetizers and fried calamari, mini brie sandwiches floating on a house-smoked tomato soup. That was different. The appetizer list includes pan-seared Asian dumplings and lobster and crayfish, ravioli, salads. They got a bunch of them, Caesar and Cobb, and a rack of lamb. That's not a salad, but they got a rack of lamb on that entree menu that won't quit, along with Maryland crab cakes. There's also seared sea bass, down-home chicken, too, and other stuff. Seafood risotto, for example, and a lot more. And they got wines by the glass, too. And you can park underground free of charge. They'll validate it. You know, it's hard to get a place to park. The City House phone number is 703-525-1234, and you can check their website, arlington.hyatt.com, as I was told by Steve Cordell. He's my man on the street. He checks all these things, so we got it right. But I want to tell you, what I like about the chef, Richard Peish, is a sweet, nice guy with a lot of experience. That goes a long way with me. So try out that Hyatt Arlington. You can't go too wrong with City House there. Thank you. This is Rich Massabny. Until next time.